See, legacy leadership is the antidote or the solution to the success mindset. You want to overcome fear? It's a very simple thing. The antidote to fear is service. It is literally impossible for you to experience fear and be very clearly focused on helping and serving someone else. Legacy leadership is a totally different way to go about building your business. And I'll tell you, the reason why I think there was such a natural fit between me and what I teach in your company is this, what I'm about to share with you, is the heart and soul of Plexus. See, you all get this in a world right now where there's a lot of other companies out there that don't get it. And I've had the pleasure to work with many of your leaders. And I'll tell you, a lot of you are already legacy leaders. You just didn't know we had a name for it yet. And here's the thing, my belief is this. The key to long-term lasting success, to you reaching your full potential, not only as a leader, but as a human being and experiencing fulfillment, is not what you can get, it's what you can give. And this is what legacy leadership is based upon. See, legacy leadership says this: if we ask first how we can give more. Now, this is not an easy thing, especially if you need. If you're broke, it's not easy to say, well, let me not focus just on what I need, let me focus on other people. But I'm telling you, this is the reason why people stay stuck. It's understanding this. This is probably the greatest realization I've ever had in my life about business. The income that you earn in your Plexus business will be a byproduct of the impact that you make in the lives of other people. So people say, Bob, how do I make more money? It's real simple. Serve more people, impact more people, add more value through your business. It's built on the foundation of love. The success mindset is the ego. Legacy leadership is love and service and generosity. Here's the best part. There is no script to love more. This is part of who you are. This is your essential nature. But here's the problem. We come into a business like this, and we think that we have to be this kind of version of ourselves that we not really are not. We've got to be this like kind of salesy, coercive person. That's not how you create success in this business. You be authentically you, and you share yourselves in a vulnerable way. That's how you become successful. And legacy leadership teaches us that fear is selfish. See, most people don't look at fear that way. They say, but Bob, I know I should be doing live videos, but, I don't think I have anything to say. Or I don't want to look bad. Or me. What if I say the wrong thing? I'll give a presentation, but what if I do it wrong? It's all me. Well, that's the definition of selfish. See, when we create these stories to justify us not facing our fear, you gotta call yourself out. See, if you really believe that Plexus is a vehicle for you to make an impact and make a difference, you have a responsibility to do these things. How do you get started? Here's the first step. Acceptance. The first and the most important thing that you need to do is accept yourself. And I need every one of you to hear this. And I'm going to come over here because I feel like I'm ignoring you. Am I allowed to walk on the other side of the podium? I don't know the rules here. Can we have fun? Okay, cool. I want every one of you to hear this. And I'm going to do my best to look at you when I say this. You are enough. You are enough. I need you to understand you are enough. Some of you don't realize that. Some of you are trying to be someone that you're not. And I need you to realize you do not have to be anybody but yourself to be as massively successful as you want in this company. Woo-hoo. The moment you own that, see, we like to call it embracing your inner weirdo. Because let's be real, it's not normal to do what we do. Most normal people would not put up what we have to put up with to build a business. You got to embrace that. And you have to stop telling yourself the lie that you do not have what it takes. Every single one of you, it is a miracle that you're here right now. Do you know the odds of you even being born are 400 trillion to 1? Now let me put that in perspective for you. You would be more likely to hit the lottery 9 times in your life than you are to be sitting in this seat today. I got news for you. You've already won the biggest lottery of your life by being here. Start acting like it. Because here's what I found. You want to make an impact? You want to give more to other people? You can't give to someone else when you have not first given to yourself. So it starts with acceptance. Once we do that, once we learn how to begin to accept ourselves, it allows us to be this, vulnerable. See, we all hear vulnerability. You gotta be vulnerable. Well, I'll tell you what, if you don't accept yourself of who you really are, you can't be vulnerable. And this is the mask, the social mask of ego that many of us have put on. We're showing up on social media and we're showing up for our team, being the version of ourselves that we feel like we need to be to have people think we're credible and respect us. And the problem is that is limiting your ability to lead people, and it is also what is keeping you from standing out. See, here's what you realize. You don't have to be better. You just gotta be different. Different is better than better. But once we accept ourselves, it opens up the space for vulnerability. Now, what does that look like? Well, it's you being authentic and open and honest with your team. See, here's what I see a lot of leaders, they're like, I get it, Bob, but vulnerability to me, that feels like weakness. Like, I don't want my team to know that I still have moments of self-doubt and that I struggle and that I am not really the person that I think they think I am. And I say, but what you don't understand is that's keeping you from connecting with them. See, vulnerability is the ultimate demonstration of strength. I love what John Maxwell says. He says, credibility isn't perfection, it's a willingness to admit imperfection. And say, here I am, take me or leave me. I'm real. That inspires your team. And here's the other thing I've learned. True connection only comes through vulnerability. I love this quote. At some point in your life, you must decide, do you want to impress people or do you want to influence them? Now, you can impress people from a distance. You can impress people from social media, right? Looking like someone you're not, carefully scripting out your life. Or you can be real. But to influence them, people must get close to you. And when they get close to you, they're going to see your flaws. And I'm here to tell you that's okay. Look, I teach live video, and I know people hate it. They're like, Bob, do we have to do live video? I'm like, you don't have to do it unless you believe what I'm teaching you. And then you know you do have to do live video because you want to know why? Live video humanizes you. And I know that's what's so scary about it, but that's the thing that makes it so effective. You can connect with people that way. So what does that mean? It means that the people that are on your team, let's talk about this in the context of leadership, Your team is not going to buy your success until they first buy your failure. See, as a leader, you need to talk twice as much about your failures as you do your accomplishments. So many leaders don't get this. They just, they want to seem credible, and they, look, I'm telling you, your team needs to hear this stuff. They want to hear about how bad you were, how you completely were embarrassing when you first started. They love those stories. It makes them understand, okay, this is natural. See, a lot of them, here's the problem. Your success actually becomes a detractor over time. Because the more successful you become, the less relatable you are. And that limits your influence with your team. So it sounds silly to say this, but you gotta work really hard to let people know you're a human being. That you're a normal person. So talk more about those failures. Be honest. Let them know you still struggle with moments of self-doubt and confidence. Now, we don't do it from the perspective of, oh, woe is me. We say, look, I still struggle. It's always a journey. And the more we do this, the more we connect with and inspire the people that are around us. So once we've done that, we've started to accept ourselves, we start expressing ourselves in a vulnerable way, and that gives us the permission to begin to truly lead and serve from a place of love. And that's what I'd like to talk about. What does it mean to lead with love? See, I'm going to reframe this for a